that being said, what is the easiest belt for a free-for-all winner to go for, or to give to someone in a faction to make sure they win? Right. That is, they're all good champions.
Yeah.
So to choose from it is
real quick.
a mind scratcher.
We got Dan Merle in singles, teams, odd couples, Mara in IG, and DeMolanta in Star Wars. Dude, those are rough.
Yeah.
Rough. But here's my theory. IG, because it's probably the most handed belt, right? So you just go statistically. I don't have the stats with me, but I think it would be the easiest route. Easier competitor? Fuck no. That is hell no. But when it comes to the, limited type of movies, some say it would make it harder, but I actually think limiting the 100, you know where to look at, so you go dive deeper in certain ones, and there's bigger gaps, right? So I think that's one of the issues with keeping the belt in IG. And for me, they're all equal forces when it comes to retaining it. But systematically, this is automatically the easiest one. What about you guys?
See, for me, I based on similar logic, I would probably say the teams, actually, because ever since the Patriots lost, that one's been the most hot potato one.
But it was shown that you can still defend. There's a way to defend it because they did it, right? No one really has been in a run that much for IG defending it, so it's more improbable what happens.
Yeah, but also if, like, say, a Collins could win, he could easily use that title shot for deception, right?
Jay Wade, before you blow a gasket, like, what crazy idea do you have?
I'm not going to blow a gasket here, because this one, unlike the other one, is far more obvious than Brandon Hanna is going to win the free-for-all. Singles. That singles belt has switched hands a lot.
Yeah, but there's a lot more defenses. Count the number of defenses, Jay Wade.
I understand, but I'm just saying, dude, right now that singles belt doesn't – no one owns that singles belt. That singles belt owns players right now. And that's singles belt,
I don't know.
That's
say
saying,
the lifetime winner. Like, come on.
No. You go for the more, that's the thing. The more – because, no, it's true. Like, I was going to say the more narrow, the harder it is. But, teams is not narrow. It's just the fact that you're relying on two knowledge, right? So I say IG first, second team. Singles is last. You're completely wrong, Jay Wade.
Second. Singles is first, teams is second. Singles is only it's not a competitive thing. I'm not saying that Merle is bad or can't do anything. It's nothing about him or his gameplay. It's that emotional side. It's the other side of Schmodown that I often talk about that influences these things. That's what I think will come into play. And I just think that Dan Merle is going to be the one would be, but right now, that would be the easiest title to go for.
Okay. This was a much friendlier conversation. Good Lord. Okay, we went down a match. That's perfect. Okay, so look, now it's time to have Paige and Harper joining the conversation. I'll drop out, and Jay Wade will too, and you'll continue to have a conversation with them about the subject for around 5 minutes. Okay?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Surprise!
Yeah, very much surprised. I was the last minute addition to this. So, based on those questions, what are your guys' thoughts? Who will win the free-for-all, in your opinion?
Honestly, I would like it to be, I think it would be fun if it was a rookie, because I think that would be switching it up a lot, and I don't think a lot of people would be expecting that. I mean, I guess we'll have to see. When it comes to the belts, though, I mean, I think if people are smart, I don't know. I mean, it depends who wins in a sense, because you can win, but you can also hand your opportunity to someone else on your faction. Like, if I won, I could give my belt opportunity to Amaru if he wanted to go against Inner Geekdom. So you can give it to whoever you want on your faction if you don't want to take it yourself. I mean, I guess you're kind of crazy if you don't take it yourself, because you may never get that opportunity ever again. So you should take what you're given in a sense. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited just to see. I mean, this is my favorite event of the year in the Schmodown. So I'm just excited to see who's in it, I think, more in a sense for myself.
Yeah, and I'm the same as you. Is my favorite because it reminds me so much. Again, with the wrestling stuff, it reminds me of the Royal Rumble where you get all these competitors and you never know who's going to show up. It's always a fun time.
Yeah, I was literally telling someone earlier because they asked me, they were like, "What is the free for all?" And I was like, "It's the Royal Rumble, but with movie trivia and a lot less sweat."
Exactly.
There's still a little bit of sweat.
Oh, there definitely is, but you just don't have to rub against some sweaty competitors. So
yeah, I mean the Peggy story about getting hooked on Schmodown after stumbling on one of the earlier free for alls, like that made me go watch an earlier free for all, and I hadn't seen one before until she said it, and I was like, I see exactly why you fell in love with the Schmodown because of this event. And the fact that we're getting it digitally is just awesome. I mean, they could easily say like, well, we'll see about later in the year. Maybe we'll do it, but it's here, which is awesome. Nobody's talking about Paul Preston, right? So yeah, I think it'd be amazing to see. You saw Paul's skills on display in his one match so far. He's sharp. He's not the Paul of 2020. He's back to form, and I think you could see him make a really deep run and take that belt. And I think his perspective on the game and his perspective on singles about how it's this small circle of folks just trading the belt back around. I would love for a guy like him that's worked his tail off to come in, wreck shop in an event like this, get a shot at that title, and finally achieve like exactly what his team name is, the Outsiders. Be that outsider coming in. I think it'd be awesome if a rookie took it as well. That'd be hilarious to see some like veterans fall.
I would like it to be a rookie on the usual suspects, but
I can't agree.
I guess we'll have to wait.
I can't in good
and yes, you're right. Like a Paul Preston winning this would be amazing, and those are the stories that I enjoyed because Merle winning the last time it's Merle, of course, but it's always fun to see someone you wouldn't expect have a great run. Like in the first one, we had John Humphreys, who out of nowhere like lasted the most rounds, and then in the second free for all, you had Bibbs doing his run, and then in the third one, you had Bibbs going from one to the very end. Like it's those stories I like, and a guy like Paul Preston, I can definitely see him having a similar type run this year. I'm calling it now. He's going to be the MVP.
You want to hear something funny? The mic wasn't on that whole time.
No way.
Yeah, for real.
Oh, wow.
So smooth.